Have you ever wondered how the majestic American wolf transforms from a playful pup into the fierce leader of the pack? Imagine hiking through the dense forests of Yellowstone National Park, the crisp morning air filled with the scent of pine. Suddenly, you hear a haunting howl echoing through the trees. It's the call of the American wolf, a creature that has fascinated and frightened us for centuries. As you venture deeper, you spot a wolf pack in the distance, moving with such grace and coordination that it feels like watching a well-rehearsed dance. In this video, we'll journey into the heart of the American wilderness to uncover the incredible life stages of the American wolf. From their early days as vulnerable pups to their rise as formidable predators, we'll explore the intricate social structures, survival tactics, and the crucial role they play in our ecosystem. Stay with us as we unravel the myths, share captivating stories from researchers, and reveal the latest discoveries that are transforming our understanding of these magnificent creatures. This is a story you won't want to miss. Introduction to the American wolf. To kick things off, let's delve into the fascinating world of the American wolf. Known scientifically as Canis lupus, the American wolf is a subspecies of the gray wolf and is native to North America. These remarkable animals have played a pivotal role in both the ecological balance and cultural heritage of the continent. Historically, wolves roamed across the majority of the United States, from the dense forests of the Northeast to the open plains of the Midwest and the rugged mountains of the West. Wolves are often depicted in Native American folklore as symbols of loyalty, courage, and spirit. Many tribes revered wolves, believing they embodied the qualities of perseverance and strength. However, the arrival of European settlers marked a drastic change in the perception of wolves. Seen as threats to livestock and human safety, wolves were hunted relentlessly, leading to their near extinction in many parts of the United States by the mid-20th century. Despite this grim past, the American wolf has made a remarkable comeback, thanks to dedicated conservation efforts. Today, wolves are once again thriving in several states, their haunting howls a testament to resilience and the power of nature's recovery. But what makes these creatures so special? To understand that, we need to start from the beginning, the early life stages of a wolf. Early life stages of a wolf. The life of an American wolf begins in a secluded den, typically a burrow or a hollowed-out tree. Wolf pups are born blind and deaf, utterly dependent on their mother and the rest of the pack for survival. A typical litter consists of 4 to 6 pups, although larger litters are not uncommon. During the first few weeks, the mother stays close to the den, nursing her young while other pack members bring her food. At around 2 weeks old, the pups open their eyes, revealing striking blue irises that will change to their adult color by the time they are 8 months old. As their senses develop, they begin to explore the world outside the den. This is a critical period of growth and learning, where the pups start to play fight with their siblings, honing their skills for future hunts. The survival rate of wolf pups is relatively low, with many falling prey to disease, starvation, or predators. However, those that do survive are well on their way to becoming integral members of their pack. The pack itself plays a crucial role in this developmental stage, providing not only protection but also the social structure and education necessary for the pups to thrive. The social structure of wolf packs. A wolf pack operates much like a close-knit family, with a clear hierarchical structure that ensures order and cooperation. At the top of this hierarchy are the alpha male and female, the dominant pair that leads the pack. The alphas are typically the only breeding pair, and they make crucial decisions regarding hunting, territory, and pack movement. Beneath the alphas are the beta wolves, who act as lieutenants, helping to enforce the rules and maintain order. They often step in to mediate conflicts and can assume the alpha role if one of the leaders dies or is displaced. Below the betas are the mid-ranking wolves, who follow the pack's established protocols and contribute to its overall functioning. At the bottom of the hierarchy are the omega wolves. Often misunderstood as mere scapegoats, omega wolves play a vital role in relieving tension within the pack. By acting submissively, they help to diffuse potential conflicts and maintain harmony. Each member of the pack has a specific role to play, from hunting and scouting to caring for the young and defending the territory. This intricate social structure is key to the pack's survival, ensuring that every wolf works towards the common goal of sustaining the group. Communication among wolves. Communication is the glue that holds the wolf pack together. Wolves have a sophisticated system of communication that includes vocalizations, body language, and scent marking. One of the most iconic wolf vocalizations is the howl. Howling serves multiple purposes. It can signal the pack's location, warn off rival packs, or coordinate group movements. Each wolf has a unique howl, which helps pack members recognize each other. In addition to howling, wolves use a range of other vocalizations such as barks, growls, and whines to express different emotions and intentions. For example, a bark may indicate alarm, while a whine could signal submission or a plea for attention. Body language is equally important in wolf communication. Wolves use their posture, tail position, and facial expressions to convey a wide array of messages. A dominant wolf will stand tall with ears erect and tail held high, while a submissive wolf will crouch low with ears back and tail tucked between the legs. Scent marking is another crucial aspect of wolf communication. Wolves have scent glands on their paws, tails, and faces, and they use urine and feces to mark their territory. These scent marks serve as boundary posts, warning other wolves to stay away, and also convey information about the marking wolf's age, sex, and reproductive status. Historical range and decline. In the early 1800s, the American wolf's range stretched from coast to coast, with an estimated population of over 250,000 individuals. However, as European settlers expanded westward, the landscape began to change dramatically. Agriculture and urban development encroached on wolf habitats, and livestock farming led to increased conflicts between humans and wolves. The U.S. government, siding with farmers and ranchers, implemented policies aimed at eradicating wolves. Poisoning, trapping, and hunting campaigns decimated wolf populations, and by the mid-20th century, wolves had been extirpated from most of the contiguous United States. Conservation efforts and recovery. In the 1960s and 70s, attitudes toward wildlife conservation began to shift. The Endangered Species Act of 1973 provided a legal framework for the protection of endangered species, including the American wolf. Recovery programs were initiated, focusing on reintroducing wolves to their former habitats. Notably, the reintroduction of gray wolves to Yellowstone National Park in 1995 was a landmark event. This project aimed to restore the natural balance of the park's ecosystem, which had suffered in the absence of its top predator. Current population and distribution. Today, the American wolf population is slowly recovering, with significant populations in the northern Rockies, Great Lakes, and Pacific Northwest. According to the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service, there are approximately 6,000 gray wolves in the lower 48 states, with the majority found in Minnesota, Wisconsin, and Michigan. Despite this progress, wolves still occupy only a fraction of their historical range, and their future remains uncertain due to ongoing threats and political challenges. Understanding wolf behavior. Wolves are highly social animals that live in structured packs typically consisting of 6 to 10 members. Each pack has a well-defined hierarchy, led by the alpha male and female. The alpha pair are the dominant wolves and are usually the only ones that breed, ensuring the pack's survival and stability. The beta wolves assist the alphas, while the omega wolves, often the lowest-ranking members, serve to diffuse tensions within the pack. Communication within the pack is vital, encompassing a range of vocalizations and body language that maintain order and cooperation. The life cycle of the American wolf. The life cycle of a wolf begins with the birth of a litter of pups in the spring. A typical litter consists of 4 to 6 pups, born blind and dependent on their mother. By 3 weeks, the pups start to explore outside the den, and by 6 weeks, they are weaned and begin eating regurgitated meat provided by adult pack members. As they grow, the young wolves learn crucial survival skills through play and observation. By their first year, they may start participating in hunts. Wolves reach sexual maturity at about 2 to 3 years of age, at which point some may leave their natal pack to form their own. Wolves and their prey. Wolves primarily prey on large ungulates such as deer, elk, and moose. They are skilled hunters, employing strategies that involve the entire pack. A typical hunt begins with the pack locating a herd and identifying a weak or vulnerable individual. The wolves then work together to separate the target from the rest of the herd, using their endurance to wear it down. This cooperative hunting behavior not only provides food for the pack but also helps cull weak and sick animals from prey populations, promoting healthier ecosystems. Impact of wolves on ecosystems. The presence of wolves has a profound impact on their ecosystems, often referred to as a trophic cascade. By controlling the populations of large herbivores, wolves help prevent overgrazing, which in turn supports plant diversity and the overall health of the environment. The reintroduction of wolves to Yellowstone has been a prime example of this phenomenon. Wolves reduced the number of elk, allowing willow and aspen trees to recover, which in turn provided habitat for beavers and other species. This cascading effect demonstrates the critical role wolves play in maintaining ecological balance. Human-wolf interactions. Wolves and humans have a long history of interaction, often fraught with conflict. Livestock predation is a significant issue, leading to economic losses for farmers and ranchers. However, various strategies have been developed to mitigate these conflicts, such as the use of livestock guardian dogs, electric fencing, and compensation programs for losses. Public education and community involvement are also essential in promoting coexistence and reducing negative perceptions of wolves. Myths and misconceptions about wolves. Despite their ecological importance, wolves have long been the subject of myths and misconceptions. From folklore depicting them as bloodthirsty monsters to modern media sensationalizing wolf attacks, these narratives have contributed to fear and misunderstanding. In reality, wolves are generally shy and avoid human contact. Documented wolf attacks on humans are exceedingly rare. By addressing these myths with scientific facts, we can foster a more accurate and positive understanding of wolves and their behavior. Wolf vocalizations and communication. Wolves are highly communicative animals, using a variety of vocalizations to convey different messages. These vocalizations include howls, barks, whines, growls, and yips, each serving a distinct purpose within the pack's social structure. Howling. Perhaps the most iconic wolf vocalization, howling serves multiple functions. It helps to coordinate pack movements, reinforce social bonds, and communicate with other packs. Each wolf's howl is unique, allowing individuals to be identified by their vocalizations. Barking. Wolves bark to signal alarm or as a warning. It's usually a short, sharp sound that alerts the pack to potential danger. Whining. Often used by pups or subordinate wolves, whining is a submissive vocalization that can express hunger, discomfort, or a desire for attention. Growling. Growls are used to express aggression or dominance, often during disputes over food or hierarchical status within the pack. Yipping. This playful vocalization is commonly heard among pups and young wolves during playtime, helping to strengthen social bonds and learn essential survival skills. Chapter 12. Body language and social cues. Wolves also rely heavily on body language to communicate. Their physical postures and movements convey a wealth of information about their emotions and intentions. Tail position. Wolf's tail position is a key indicator of its mood and status. A high, stiff tail signifies dominance, while a tucked tail indicates submission or fear. A relaxed tail often means the wolf is at ease. Facial expressions. Wolves use their facial expressions to communicate. For instance, bared teeth and raised hackles are signs of aggression, while a submissive wolf may expose its belly or lower its head. Ear position. The position of a wolf's ears can indicate its emotional state. Erect ears show alertness and interest, while flattened ears signal fear or submission. Body posture. Dominant wolves stand tall and may place their paws on subordinate pack members to assert authority. Conversely, a submissive wolf will lower its body, sometimes crouching or lying down to show deference. The role of the alpha wolf. The concept of the alpha wolf is central to understanding pack dynamics. The alpha pair, consisting of the dominant male and female, leads the pack. Their leadership is not solely based on aggression but also on experience and the ability to maintain order and cooperation within the group. Leadership and decision-making. The alpha wolves make crucial decisions about hunting, movement, and territory defense. Their leadership ensures the pack's survival and efficiency. Breeding rights. Typically, the alpha pair are the only wolves in the pack to breed, which helps control the pack size and maintain genetic health. Other pack members assist in raising the pups, ensuring their protection and growth. Challenges facing wolves today. Despite their resilience and adaptability, wolves face numerous challenges in the modern world. Habitat loss, urbanization, agriculture, and infrastructure development continue to encroach on wolf habitats, reducing their available range and increasing the likelihood of human-wolf conflicts. Hunting and poaching. Although protected in some areas, wolves are still hunted and poached. Often due to perceived threats to livestock or game animals. Climate change. Changes in climate can affect prey availability and habitat conditions, posing additional risks to wolf populations. Legal and political challenges. The status of wolves as protected species can vary widely between regions, influenced by political and economic factors. In some areas, protections are rolled back, making wolves more vulnerable to threats. Legal protections for wolves. Various laws and regulations have been implemented to protect wolves and support their recovery. Endangered Species Act, ESA. In the United States, the ESA has played a crucial role in the recovery of wolf populations by providing legal protection and facilitating conservation efforts. State-level protections. Different states have enacted their own laws to protect wolves, reflecting the diverse attitudes and ecological needs across the country. International agreements. Cross-border cooperation, such as between the U.S. and Canada, is essential for managing and protecting transboundary wolf populations. Success stories in wolf conservation. Despite ongoing challenges, there have been notable successes in wolf conservation. Yellowstone reintroduction. The reintroduction of gray wolves to Yellowstone National Park in the mid-1990s has been a remarkable success, leading to ecological benefits and increased wolf populations in the region. Isle Royale National Park. The introduction of wolves to Isle Royale has helped balance the ecosystem, particularly the moose population, demonstrating the positive impact of top predators. Mexican gray wolf recovery. Efforts to save the critically endangered Mexican gray wolf have seen some success, with increasing numbers and expanding territories in the southwestern United States. Public perception and wolves. Public attitudes toward wolves are varied and complex, shaped by cultural, economic, and ecological factors. Rural versus urban views. People living in rural areas, especially those involved in livestock farming, may view wolves as threats. In contrast, urban residents often see wolves as symbols of wilderness and environmental health. Educational campaigns. Raising awareness about the ecological role of wolves and the realities of human-wolf interactions can help shift public perception and promote coexistence. Wolves in popular culture. Wolves have a prominent place in popular culture, appearing in literature, films, and folklore. Literature. From Jack London's The Call of the Wild to modern novels, wolves are often portrayed as symbols of wilderness and freedom. Films and TV. Wolves feature in numerous films and TV shows, ranging from documentaries like Wolves of Yellowstone to fictional works like Game of Thrones, where they are depicted as loyal and powerful creatures. Folklore and mythology. Across various cultures, wolves are featured in myths and legends, often embodying dual aspects of danger and guardianship. Future of wolves in America. The future of wolves in America will depend on continued conservation efforts, policy decisions, and public support. Ongoing research. Scientific research on wolf behavior, genetics, and ecology is essential for informed conservation strategies. Adaptive management. Flexible management plans that consider changing environmental conditions and human-wolf dynamics are crucial for sustainable wolf populations. Community involvement. engaging local communities in conservation efforts and conflict mitigation strategies can foster coexistence and support for wolf populations. Ways to support wolf conservation. Individuals can play a significant role in supporting wolf conservation through various actions. Supporting conservation organizations, donations and volunteer work with organizations dedicated to wolf conservation can make a substantial impact. Advocacy, advocating for policies that protect wolves and their habitats at local, state, and national levels is crucial. Education, spreading accurate information about wolves and their ecological importance helps counteract myths and fosters a positive perception of these animals. Responsible wildlife tourism, participating in responsible wildlife tourism that supports conservation efforts and local economies can promote the protection of wolf habitats. The American wolf is a fascinating and essential part of our natural heritage. Understanding their vocalizations and body language provides insight into their complex social structures and behaviors, highlighting their role in maintaining ecological balance. Despite the challenges they face, ongoing conservation efforts and public support offer hope for the future of these majestic creatures. By learning more about wolves and taking action to protect them, we can ensure that they continue to thrive in the wild landscapes of America. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the world of the American wolf. Birth and initial development. The birth of wolf pups. The birth of wolf pups marks the beginning of a new generation within the pack. This critical period is filled with vulnerability and rapid development. Understanding the process of birth and the early stages of a pup's life provides insight into the care and dedication of wolf packs. Gestation period. The gestation period for a female wolf, or she-wolf, lasts approximately 63 days. During this time, the pregnant she-wolf will find or prepare a den. Dens are typically located in secluded, safe areas such as dense forests, caves, or under rock overhangs. These dens serve as protective havens for the upcoming birth and the early stages of the pup's lives. The birthing process. When the time comes, the she-wolf retreats to the den to give birth. Wolf litters usually consist of 4 to 6 pups, although litters can range from 1 to 11. The birthing process, known as whelping, can last several hours as each pup is born. The pups are born blind, deaf, and entirely dependent on their mother. The first few weeks. In the initial weeks after birth, the mother remains with her pups almost constantly, leaving only briefly to eat. During this period, she relies heavily on the rest of the pack to bring her food. The alpha male and other pack members play a crucial role in providing for the nursing mother, showcasing the pack's cooperative nature. Early development and milestones. Wolf pups go through several developmental stages during their first few months. Each stage is marked by significant physical and behavioral changes that prepare them for life within the pack and, eventually, for independent survival. Week 1 to 2, helplessness and rapid growth. Sensory development. Newborn pups are blind and deaf, with their eyes closed and ears sealed. They rely entirely on their sense of smell and touch to navigate their environment and find their mother for nursing. Feeding. The pups nurse frequently, gaining essential nutrients and antibodies from their mother's milk. This early nutrition is critical for their growth and immune system development. Physical growth. Despite their initial helplessness, wolf pups grow rapidly. By the end of the second week, they typically double their birth weight. Week 3 to 4, opening of eyes and ears. Eyes open. Around 2 weeks old, the pup's eyes begin to open. Their initial vision is blurry, but it gradually improves over the next few weeks. Ears open. Around the same time, the pup's ears start to open, and they begin to respond to sounds. This marks the beginning of their auditory development. Mobility. The pups start to crawl and attempt their first unsteady steps, exploring the den and interacting more with their littermates and mother. Week 5 to 6, introduction to solid food and increased activity. Weaning begins. The mother begins to regurgitate partially digested food for the pups, gradually introducing them to solid food. This process of weaning reduces their dependence on milk. Increased play. the pups become more active and playful, engaging in mock fights and other social behaviors. This play is essential for developing physical coordination and social skills. Vocalizations. Early vocalizations such as whining and yipping become more pronounced as the pups communicate their needs and desires. Week 7 to 8, exploration outside the den. Leaving the den, around this time, the pups start to venture outside the den under the watchful eyes of adult pack members. This supervised exploration helps them become familiar with their environment. Social integration. The pups interact more with other pack members, learning pack dynamics and hierarchy through social interactions. Learning to hunt. Although they are not yet ready to participate in hunts, the pups observe and mimic adult behaviors, laying the foundation for future hunting skills. The role of the pack in pup development. The entire wolf pack contributes to the care and development of the pups. This communal effort ensures that the young wolves receive the best possible start in life. Pack support. Feeding. In addition to the mother, other pack members regurgitate food for the pups, ensuring they receive adequate nutrition. Protection. The pack guards the den site and the pups, protecting them from potential threats such as predators or rival wolf packs. Teaching. Older pack members, particularly the alpha pair, teach the pups essential survival skills through example and direct interaction. Socialization. Hierarchy understanding. Through interactions with pack members, pups learn their place in the pack's social hierarchy. Communication skills. Pups develop their communication skills by observing and mimicking the vocalizations and body language of adult wolves. Play and learning. Playtime is crucial for developing hunting techniques, social bonds, and physical coordination. The birth and initial development of wolf pups are critical stages that lay the foundation for their survival and integration into the pack. These early months are characterized by rapid growth, learning, and the nurturing support of the entire pack. Understanding these processes highlights the complexity and cooperative nature of wolf society, emphasizing the importance of each pack member's role in raising the next generation. Pack hunting strategies. Wolves are renowned for their exceptional hunting skills, which are honed through years of evolution and social cooperation. Pack hunting strategies are a testament to their intelligence, teamwork, and communication abilities. This chapter delves into the various tactics wolves employ to successfully hunt and capture prey. The importance of pack hunting. Hunting in packs allows wolves to take down larger and more formidable prey than a lone wolf could handle. This cooperative hunting strategy is essential for the survival and well-being of the pack, ensuring a steady supply of food for all members, including the pups and older wolves who may not be able to hunt on their own. Pre-hunt preparation. Before a hunt begins, wolves engage in behaviors that prepare the pack for the upcoming endeavor. These preparations include social bonding, strategic planning, and physical readiness. Social bonding. Affectionate behaviors. Wolves often engage in licking, nuzzling, and play fighting before a hunt. These behaviors strengthen social bonds and promote cohesion within the pack. Vocalizations. Howling and other vocal communications help rally the pack and coordinate the hunt. Strategic planning. Assessing prey. Wolves spend time observing potential prey from a distance. They assess the size, strength, and vulnerability of the animals to determine the best target. Identifying weakness. They look for signs of weakness or injury in potential prey, as these individuals are easier to catch and kill. Physical readiness. Stretching and pacing. Wolves often stretch and pace to prepare their muscles for the exertion of the hunt. Energy conservation. They rest before the hunt to conserve energy, ensuring they are ready for the physical demands ahead. Hunting techniques. Wolves employ a variety of hunting techniques, each adapted to different types of prey and environmental conditions. These strategies showcase their adaptability and intelligence. Stalking and ambushing. Stealth approach. Wolves use the cover of vegetation and terrain to get as close as possible to their prey without being detected. Ambush coordination. One or more wolves may position themselves strategically to cut off escape routes or surprise the prey from different angles. Chase and exhaustion. Initial charge: once the prey is aware of their presence, wolves initiate a chase. The goal is to close the distance quickly and startle the prey into running. Persistence: wolves rely on their endurance to outlast prey animals. They often chase the prey over long distances, taking turns in the lead to maintain a consistent pace and tire the prey. Relay running: pack members take turns sprinting, ensuring that the lead wolf can rest while others keep up the pressure on the prey. Encircling and isolating. Flanking movements: wolves spread out and attempt to surround the prey, making it difficult for the animal to escape in any direction. Isolation tactics: they work to separate a weaker or younger animal from the herd, isolating it to make the kill easier and safer. Specialized hunting strategies. Different prey species and environments require specialized hunting strategies. Wolves demonstrate remarkable adaptability in their hunting techniques. Hunting large ungulates. Elk and moose: when hunting large animals like elk or moose, wolves target the old, sick, or young individuals. They use their numbers to harass and wear down the prey, often biting at the leg's end. Flanks to slow it down. Buffalo: hunting buffalo requires intense coordination. Wolves work to stampede the herd and create chaos, isolating individuals they can overpower. Small prey and opportunistic hunting. Rabbits and rodents: for smaller prey, wolves rely on quick, agile movements to pounce and capture. They may also use their sense of smell to locate hidden animals. Opportunistic feeding: wolves are opportunistic hunters and scavengers. They will take advantage of any available food source, including carrion, to supplement their diet. Post-hunt behavior. After a successful hunt, the pack engages in behaviors that ensure the efficient utilization of the kill and reinforce social bonds. Feeding hierarchy. Alpha pair first: the alpha male and female typically eat first, followed by other high-ranking pack members. This reinforces the social hierarchy within the pack. Pups and subordinates: pups and lower-ranking wolves eat last, but the pack ensures that all members get their share. Guarding the kill. Protecting the food: wolves guard their kill from scavengers and other predators. They may stay near the carcass for several days, eating and defending it from threats. Caching: in some cases, wolves cache parts of the kill by burying it, saving food for later consumption. Pack hunting strategies of wolves are a fascinating display of social cooperation, intelligence, and adaptability. From pre-hunt preparations to post-hunt behaviors, each aspect of the hunt is carefully coordinated and executed to ensure the survival and success of the pack. Understanding these strategies provides deeper insight into the complex and cooperative nature of wolf societies. Territory establishment and defense. Territory establishment and defense are crucial aspects of wolf behavior, reflecting their need for resources, safety, and social stability. Wolves are territorial animals that demarcate, maintain, and defend their territories from rival packs and other potential threats. This chapter explores the methods wolves use to establish and protect their territories. The importance of territory. A wolf pack's territory serves several vital functions. Resource management: a territory provides access to essential resources such as food, water, and shelter. Breeding grounds: it offers a safe environment for raising pups and ensuring the survival of the next generation. Social structure: territorial boundaries help maintain the social structure and reduce conflicts within the pack and with neighboring packs. Establishing territory. Wolves establish their territories through a combination of physical presence, scent marking, and vocalizations. Physical presence. Patrolling: wolves regularly patrol their territory, traveling along its boundaries to check for intrusions and reinforce their presence. Landmarks: natural landmarks such as rivers, mountains, and forests often define the edges of a territory. Wolves use these features to navigate and mark their boundaries. Scent marking. Urine and feces: wolves use urine and feces to mark their territory. These scent marks convey information about the pack's presence, health, and status to other wolves. Gland secretions: scent glands located on their paws, cheeks, and anus also play a role in marking territory. Wolves rub these glands against trees, rocks, and other objects to leave their scent. Scent posts, specific locations, such as prominent trees or rocks, serve as scent posts where wolves repeatedly mark their territory. Vocalizations. Howling. Howling is a primary means of communication for wolves. It serves to announce the pack's presence, coordinate activities within the pack, and deter rival packs from entering their territory. Chorusing. Group howling, or chorusing, strengthens social bonds within the pack and amplifies the message to potential intruders. Defending territory. Once a territory is established, wolves actively defend it from intruders. Defense strategies include patrolling, aggressive displays, and direct confrontations. Patrolling. Regular patrols along the territory's boundaries help detect and deter intruders. These patrols are often conducted by the alpha pair and other high-ranking members. Mark renewal. Wolves renew their scent marks during patrols to ensure they remain fresh and potent, signaling an active and strong presence. Aggressive displays. Visual signals. Wolves use body language to signal aggression and dominance. Raised hackles, bared teeth, and direct staring are common warning signs to potential intruders. Vocal threats. Growling, barking, and howling serve as vocal warnings to deter rivals and communicate the pack's readiness to defend its territory. Direct confrontations. Chasing intruders. When an intruder is detected, wolves may chase it out of their territory. This pursuit can involve intense and coordinated efforts by multiple pack members. Fighting. In cases where intruders do not retreat, physical confrontations may occur. Wolves use their teeth and strength to fight off rivals, with the alpha pair often leading the charge. Intrapack conflicts and territory. Territory defense is not limited to external threats. Intrapack conflicts can also arise over territory and resources. Hierarchical disputes. Dominance challenges. Lower-ranking wolves may challenge the alpha pair for dominance, leading to conflicts that can affect territorial behavior. Territorial rights. Subordinate wolves may dispute access to certain areas within the territory, such as prime hunting grounds or den sites. Resolution of conflicts. Ritualized displays. Many intrapack conflicts are resolved through ritualized displays of dominance and submission, reducing the need for physical violence. Dispersal. In some cases, wolves may leave the pack to form new packs or join other groups, reducing tension and competition within the pack. Seasonal variations in territorial behavior. Territorial behavior in wolves can vary with the seasons, influenced by factors such as prey availability, breeding cycles, and environmental conditions. Winter. Intensified defense. During winter, when prey is scarce, wolves may intensify their territorial defense to secure food resources. Pack cohesion. Packs tend to stay closer together in winter, patrolling and hunting as a unit. Spring and summer. Puppying season. In spring and summer, when pups are born, wolves focus on protecting their den sites. Territorial patrols are frequent, and defense is heightened to safeguard the vulnerable pups. Dispersal and exploration. Young wolves may begin to explore the boundaries of the territory, learning about their environment and contributing to territorial maintenance. Territory establishment and defense are fundamental aspects of wolf behavior, reflecting their need for resources, safety, and social stability. Through patrolling, scent marking, vocalizations, and aggressive displays, wolves effectively manage and defend their territories. Understanding these behaviors provides insight into the complex social dynamics and survival strategies of wolf packs. Courtship behaviors. Courtship behaviors in wolves are intricate and play a crucial role in pair bonding, mate selection, and reproductive success. This chapter explores the fascinating courtship rituals and behaviors exhibited by wolves as they seek to find and secure a mate. Introduction to courtship. Courtship in wolves is a complex process that involves a series of behaviors aimed at establishing and strengthening the bond between potential mates. These behaviors serve to assess compatibility, demonstrate fitness, and ultimately lead to successful breeding. Mate selection. Social compatibility. Observational behavior. Wolves observe potential mates within their pack or neighboring packs to assess their social behavior, dominant status, and reproductive fitness. Interaction patterns. Interactions between wolves during social activities, such as hunting and grooming, provide insights into their compatibility and suitability as mates. Genetic diversity. Seeking outsiders. Inbreeding avoidance is essential for maintaining genetic diversity within wolf populations. Wolves may seek mates from neighboring packs or dispersing individuals to minimize the risk of genetic abnormalities. Courtship rituals. Bonding activities. Affectionate behaviors. Courtship often begins with affectionate behaviors, such as nuzzling, grooming, and playful interactions. These activities help strengthen the bond between potential mates and foster trust and intimacy. Vocalizations. Howling duets. Howling plays a significant role in courtship rituals, with potential mates engaging in duets characterized by synchronized vocalizations. These duets serve as declarations of commitment and coordination between partners. Scent marking. Shared scent marks. Wolves may engage in mutual scent marking as a form of bonding and territorial assertion. By sharing scent marks, potential mates establish a shared identity and ownership over their territory. Mate selection and pair bonding. Alpha pair dynamics. Alpha male and female. In many wolf packs, the alpha male and female form the breeding pair, leading the pack and assuming primary responsibility for reproduction. Social dominance. The alpha pair's status within the pack hierarchy often influences mate selection, with subordinate wolves deferring to their leadership in courtship rituals. Monogamous bonds. Long-term pair bonds. Wolves often form monogamous bonds with their mates, remaining together for multiple breeding seasons and raising offspring collaboratively. Shared parental duties. Monogamous pairs share responsibilities for hunting, raising pups, and defending the territory, fostering cooperation and mutual support. Breeding and reproduction. Estrus cycles. Timing of breeding. Female wolves typically come into estrus once a year, signaling their readiness to breed. The timing of estrus cycles often coincides with seasonal changes and prey availability. Synchronization. In some cases, multiple females within a pack may synchronize their estrus cycles, leading to a surge in breeding activity and competition among males. Mating rituals. Courtship displays. Male wolves engage in elaborate courtship displays to attract and court potential mates. These displays may include submissive postures, playful gestures, and vocalizations to demonstrate fitness and willingness to breed. Pair bond reinforcement. Post-mating behavior. After mating, wolves engage in behaviors that reinforce their pair bond, such as grooming, mutual scent marking, and shared resting. Territorial defense. Pair-bonded wolves work together to defend their territory and den sites, ensuring a safe environment for raising offspring. Courtship behaviors in wolves are sophisticated and multifaceted, reflecting the complex social dynamics and reproductive strategies of these remarkable animals. Through affectionate gestures, vocalizations, and shared activities, wolves form strong pair bonds that facilitate successful breeding and offspring rearing. Understanding these courtship rituals provides valuable insights into the evolutionary adaptations and social structures of wolf packs. Denning and pup rearing. Denning and pup rearing are critical phases in the life cycle of wolf packs, ensuring the survival and growth of the next generation. This chapter delves into the fascinating behaviors and strategies employed by wolves during denning and the rearing of their pups. Den selection. Location criteria. Safety. Wolves choose den sites in secluded areas, such as dense vegetation, caves, or burrows, to protect their pups from predators and adverse weather conditions. Accessibility. Dens are often located near water sources and abundant prey populations to facilitate hunting and provisioning of the young. Preparing the den. Excavation. In some cases, wolves may excavate or enlarge natural burrows to create suitable den sites. This process involves digging and rearranging debris to create a secure and comfortable environment. Lining the den. Wolves line the den with soft materials such as leaves, grass, and fur to provide insulation and comfort for the pups. Pup birth and care. Gestation period. Pregnancy duration. Female wolves have a gestation period of approximately 63 days, after which they give birth to a litter of pups. Birth timing. Pups are typically born in spring, coinciding with increased prey availability in favorable environmental conditions. Birth process. Litter size. Wolf litters can vary in size but typically range from 4 to 6 pups. Larger litters may occur in response to abundant food resources and favorable conditions. Maternal care. Female wolves exhibit attentive maternal care, nursing and grooming the pups to ensure their health and well-being. Pup development. Early growth stages. Dependency period. Pups are initially dependent on their mother's milk for nourishment and warmth, relying on her constant care and protection. Socialization. As they grow, pups engage in playful interactions with their littermates and adult pack members, developing social bonds and learning essential survival skills. Nursing and weaning. Nursing frequency. Female wolves nurse their pups frequently, providing them with essential nutrients and antibodies to support their growth and immune system development. Weaning process. Pups begin to transition to solid food around 3 to 4 weeks of age, gradually reducing their dependence on milk as they consume regurgitated food provided by adult pack members. Parental roles. Maternal care. Mother's role. The mother plays a primary role in caring for and protecting the pups, remaining with them in the den for extended periods and providing them with warmth and nourishment. Regurgitation. Female wolves regurgitate partially digested food for the pups, facilitating their transition to solid food and supplementing their diet with essential nutrients. Paternal involvement. Father support. Male wolves also contribute to pup rearing by provisioning food, defending the den site, and participating in social interactions with the young. Cooperative parenting. Pair-bonded wolves collaborate in raising their offspring, sharing parental duties and ensuring the pup's survival through cooperation and coordination. Den emergence. Exploring the surroundings. Curiosity. As the pups grow more active and adventurous, they begin to explore the area surrounding the den, venturing out under the watchful eyes of the adult pack members. Supervised exploration. Adult wolves accompany the pups on their exploratory outings, teaching them about their environment and potential threats. Transition to pack life. Integration. Pups gradually integrate into the pack structure, learning from older pack members and developing social bonds with their siblings and adult relatives. Educational opportunities. Playful interactions and hunting simulations provide valuable learning experiences for the young wolves, preparing them for life as contributing members of the pack. Denning and pup rearing are vital stages in the life cycle of wolf packs, shaping the development and socialization of the next generation. Through careful den selection, attentive parental care, and cooperative rearing strategies, wolves ensure the survival and success of their offspring in the challenging wilderness environment. Understanding these behaviors offers valuable insights into the complex dynamics and adaptive strategies of wolf families. Physical adaptations. Physical adaptations are fundamental to the survival and success of wolves in their natural habitats. This chapter explores the remarkable anatomical features and physiological adaptations that enable wolves to thrive in diverse environments and pursue their predatory lifestyle. Body structure. Size and proportions. Large size. Wolves are robust and muscular carnivores, with adult males typically weighing between 70 to 110 pounds and females weighing slightly less. Long limbs. Their long legs contribute to agility and speed, allowing them to pursue prey over varied terrain with efficiency. Skeletal system. Strong skeleton. Wolves possess a sturdy skeletal structure, including powerful jaws and sharp teeth adapted for gripping and tearing flesh. Flexible spine. A flexible spine enables wolves to execute swift and precise movements during hunting and territorial defense. Fur and coat. Insulation and camouflage. Double coat. Wolves have a dense double-layered fur coat consisting of a thick, insulating undercoat and longer guard hairs on the exterior. Coloration. Coat coloration varies among wolf subspecies, ranging from white and gray to brown and black, providing effective camouflage in their respective habitats. Seasonal adaptations. Winter coat. In colder climates, wolves develop a thicker winter coat with increased insulation to withstand frigid temperatures. Summer coat. During warmer months, wolves shed their winter fur, adopting a lighter and thinner summer coat for heat regulation. Senses. Acute hearing. Large ears. Wolves have large, highly sensitive ears capable of detecting faint sounds over long distances, facilitating communication and prey detection. Auditory communication. Wolves utilize a diverse range of vocalizations, including howls, growls, and barks, to convey information and coordinate pack activities. Sharp vision. Binocular vision. Forward-facing eyes provide wolves with binocular vision, enhancing depth perception and facilitating accurate assessment of prey distance and movement. Nocturnal adaptations. Wolves possess specialized eye structures, including reflective tapetum lucidum, enhancing low-light vision and nocturnal hunting capabilities. Keen sense of smell. Olfactory acuity. Wolves possess a highly developed sense of smell, with olfactory receptors capable of detecting scents over vast distances. Scent marking. Wolves use scent marking to communicate territorial boundaries, reproductive status, and pack identity, relying on their keen sense of smell for interpretation. Limb adaptations. Powerful legs. Muscular build. Well-developed leg muscles provide wolves with explosive strength and endurance, essential for chasing and subduing prey. Adapted paws. Large, padded paws equipped with sharp claws offer traction and grip on various surfaces, enhancing agility and maneuverability. Efficient locomotion. Long strides. Wolves exhibit an efficient trotting gait, characterized by long, rhythmic strides that conserve energy during long-distance travel. Sustained endurance. Wolves are adapted for endurance running, capable of covering vast distances at moderate speeds without tiring quickly. The physical adaptations of wolves reflect millions of years of evolution, honing their anatomy and physiology for survival in diverse ecosystems. From their robust skeletal structure to their keen senses and specialized fur coats, wolves possess a formidable array of traits that enable them to excel as apex predators. Understanding these adaptations offers profound insights into the evolutionary processes shaping the natural world and the intricate relationships between predators and their environments. Keystone species concept. The concept of keystone species plays a crucial role in ecological theory, highlighting the significant impact certain species have on their ecosystems. In this chapter, we explore the importance of wolves as keystone species in their habitats and the far-reaching effects of their presence on ecosystem dynamics. Definition of keystone species. Ecosystem engineers. Keystone species are organisms whose presence and activities exert a disproportionate influence on the structure and function of their ecosystems. Key ecological roles. These species often play critical roles in regulating population dynamics, shaping habitat characteristics, and promoting biodiversity. Wolves as keystone species. Trophic cascade effects. Top-down regulation. Wolves occupy the apex predator position in many terrestrial ecosystems, exerting top-down control over prey populations. Cascade effects. By preying on herbivores such as deer and elk, wolves indirectly influence vegetation dynamics, preventing overgrazing and promoting plant diversity. Habitat modification. Altered behavior. The presence of wolves alters the behavior of their prey, leading to changes in foraging patterns and habitat use. Vegetation responses. Reduced browsing pressure from herbivores allows vegetation to recover and thrive, leading to cascading effects on soil composition, water retention, and ecosystem structure. Biodiversity promotion. Species interactions. The reintroduction of wolves to certain ecosystems has been associated with increased species diversity and abundance, as well as the resurgence of mesopredators and scavengers. Complex interactions. Wolves interact with a multitude of species, from ungulates to small mammals and birds, shaping community composition and ecological processes. Case studies. Yellowstone National Park. Ecological experiment. The reintroduction of wolves to Yellowstone in 1995 sparked one of the most studied examples of trophic cascade effects. Elk population control. Wolves helped regulate elk populations, which in turn allowed vegetation, such as willows and aspens, to recover along riverbanks. Biodiversity enhancement. Increased vegetation cover attracted birds, beavers, and other species, contributing to greater overall biodiversity. Isle Royale National Park. Long-term study. The predator-prey dynamics between wolves and moose on Isle Royale have been extensively studied for decades. Population fluctuations. Fluctuations in wolf and moose populations have revealed the intricate balance between predator and prey, with cascading effects on vegetation and other species. Conservation implications. Management strategies. Conservation priorities. Recognizing the importance of wolves as keystone species can inform conservation efforts aimed at protecting and restoring their populations. Ecosystem-based management. Adopting ecosystem-based management approaches acknowledges the interconnectedness of species and habitats, prioritizing the preservation of ecological integrity. Wolves exemplify the concept of keystone species, wielding profound influence over the structure and function of their ecosystems. By regulating prey populations, modifying habitats, and promoting biodiversity, wolves play indispensable roles in maintaining ecological balance and resilience. Understanding and conserving these keystone species is essential for safeguarding the health and integrity of natural ecosystems worldwide. Historical conflicts and coexistence. The relationship between humans and wolves has been characterized by both conflict and coexistence throughout history. In this chapter, we explore the complex interactions and evolving dynamics between these two species over time. Early encounters. Mutual dependence. Shared landscapes. Wolves and humans have coexisted for millennia, sharing common habitats and resources across diverse ecosystems. Hunter-gatherer societies. Early human populations relied on hunting and gathering for sustenance, often competing with wolves for prey such as ungulates and small mammals. Cultural perceptions. Mythology and folklore. Wolves feature prominently in the mythology and folklore of many cultures, symbolizing strength, cunning, and primal wilderness. Spiritual significance. Some indigenous societies revered wolves as spiritual beings, attributing mystical qualities and powers to these apex predators. Conflicts and persecution. Livestock predation. Livestock depredation. As human settlements expanded and domestication of livestock became prevalent, wolves increasingly came into conflict with pastoralists and farmers. Retaliatory killing. In response to perceived threats to their livelihoods, humans often resorted to lethal control measures, including trapping, poisoning, and systematic extermination of wolves. Perceived threats. Fear and misconceptions. Wolves have long been vilified as symbols of danger and destruction, fueling irrational fears and negative perceptions among human populations. Demonization in literature. Historical accounts and literary works often portrayed wolves as malevolent creatures, perpetuating negative stereotypes and justifying their persecution. Coexistence efforts. Conservation movements. Shifting attitudes. In recent centuries, changing societal attitudes towards wildlife conservation have led to increased efforts to protect and preserve wolves and their habitats. Legislative protections. Legal frameworks, such as endangered species legislation and wildlife conservation policies, have been established to safeguard wolf populations from exploitation and extermination. Ecological awareness. Role in ecosystems. Growing recognition of wolves' ecological importance as keystone species has prompted initiatives to restore and reintroduce them to their historical ranges. Educational outreach. Public education and outreach programs aim to foster understanding and appreciation for wolves, dispelling myths and promoting coexistence between humans and wildlife. Modern challenges. Human-wildlife conflict. Livelihood concerns. Despite conservation efforts, conflicts between wolves and human communities persist, particularly in regions where livestock depredation threatens agricultural livelihoods. Mitigation strategies, innovative approaches, such as non-lethal deterrence, compensation schemes, and community-based conservation initiatives, seek to mitigate human-wildlife conflict while promoting coexistence. Habitat fragmentation. Fragmented landscapes, habitat loss and fragmentation due to human development pose significant challenges to wolf populations, limiting their ability to disperse and establish viable territories. Corridor conservation. Conservation strategies focusing on habitat connectivity in wildlife corridors aim to mitigate the impacts of habitat fragmentation, facilitating gene flow and population resilience. The historical relationship between humans and wolves has been characterized by a complex interplay of conflict and coexistence. While past centuries saw widespread persecution and extermination of wolves driven by fear and misunderstanding, contemporary conservation efforts seek to promote harmony between humans and these iconic predators. By fostering ecological awareness, implementing innovative management strategies, and fostering mutual respect, humans can strive towards a future where wolves and people coexist in balance and harmony within shared landscapes. Protection laws and policies. The conservation and management of wolf populations are guided by a framework of laws, regulations, and policies aimed at ensuring their survival and promoting coexistence with human communities. In this chapter, we explore the legal mechanisms and regulatory frameworks established to protect wolves and their habitats. Endangered Species Protection. Federal legislation. Endangered Species Act, ESA, enacted in 1973, the ESA provides comprehensive protection for species listed as endangered or threatened, including wolves. Listing status: wolves in various regions, such as the gray wolf, Canis lupus, in the contiguous United States and the Mexican gray wolf, Canis lupus bilae, in the southwestern United States, are listed under the ESA, affording them legal protections against harm, harassment, and habitat destruction. State regulations. State Endangered Species Acts. Many states have enacted their own Endangered Species Acts, complementing federal protections and providing additional safeguards for wolves within state boundaries. Management plans. State wildlife agencies develop management plans outlining conservation strategies, population monitoring, and conflict resolution measures for wolves, balancing conservation objectives with socio-economic considerations. Habitat conservation. Protected areas. National parks and reserves. National parks and wildlife reserves serve as critical habitats for wolves, offering refuge from human disturbance and providing opportunities for natural ecological processes to unfold. Habitat restoration. Restoration efforts within protected areas focus on enhancing habitat quality and connectivity, restoring degraded ecosystems, and promoting the recovery of prey populations essential for wolf survival. Landscape connectivity. Corridor conservation. Conservation initiatives aim to maintain landscape connectivity by preserving wildlife corridors and migration routes, facilitating genetic exchange and population dispersal for wolves. Green infrastructure. Incorporating ecological principles into land use planning and development helps maintain functional ecosystems and reduces habitat fragmentation, benefiting wolves and other wildlife species. Human-wildlife conflict resolution. Coexistence strategies. Non-lethal deterrence. Non-lethal methods, such as livestock guardian dogs, predator-proof enclosures, and range riders, are employed to minimize conflicts between wolves and livestock. Compensation programs. Compensation schemes provide financial reimbursement to livestock owners for verified losses attributed to wolf predation, incentivizing tolerance and reducing retaliatory killings. Public outreach and education. Community engagement. Outreach programs engage stakeholders, including ranchers, landowners, and recreationalists, in collaborative efforts to promote understanding and appreciation for wolves. Environmental education. Educational initiatives raise awareness about the ecological role of wolves, dispel misconceptions, and foster a sense of stewardship towards wildlife and wild places. International cooperation. Transboundary conservation. International agreements, bilateral and multilateral agreements between countries facilitate transboundary cooperation for wolf conservation, addressing cross-border issues such as habitat fragmentation and population management. Shared management plans, collaborative management plans and research projects promote coordination and data sharing among neighboring countries, ensuring cohesive conservation strategies for shared wolf populations. Effective conservation of wolves relies on a multifaceted approach encompassing legal protections, habitat conservation, conflict resolution, and international cooperation. By implementing robust protection laws and policies, fostering habitat connectivity, and promoting coexistence with human communities, we can secure a future where wolves thrive as integral components of healthy ecosystems. Continued collaboration and commitment are essential to safeguarding the legacy of these iconic predators for generations to come. Representation in media and literature. The portrayal of wolves in media and literature has a profound impact on public perceptions, shaping attitudes towards these iconic predators and influencing conservation efforts. In this chapter, we explore the diverse representations of wolves in popular culture and their implications for conservation awareness and advocacy. Cultural significance. Wolves feature prominently in the mythology and folklore of numerous cultures worldwide, often symbolizing both positive and negative attributes. Archetypal figures. Wolves are frequently depicted as symbols of power, cunning, and wilderness, embodying primal instincts and untamed nature. Wilderness literature. Wolves are a recurring motif in wilderness literature, evoking themes of survival, freedom, and the struggle against human encroachment. Metaphorical meanings. Wolf characters serve as metaphors for societal outcasts, rebels, and individuals marginalized by mainstream society, reflecting deeper social and psychological themes. Visual representation. Artistic depictions. Visual artists throughout history have depicted wolves in a variety of styles and contexts, capturing their majesty, ferocity, and enigmatic allure. Symbolism in art. Wolf imagery often conveys complex symbolic meanings, ranging from primal instincts and raw emotions to spiritual wisdom and guardianship. Film and television. Cinematic portrayals. Hollywood stereotypes. Mainstream films and television shows have often perpetuated stereotypes of wolves as villainous predators, perpetuating fear and misunderstanding. Counter-narratives. However, some cinematic works challenge these stereotypes, presenting wolves in a more nuanced light and highlighting their ecological importance. Conservation narratives. Documentary films. Educational content. Wildlife documentaries play a crucial role in raising awareness about wolf conservation issues, providing insights into their behavior, ecology, and conservation challenges. Advocacy and activism. Documentaries featuring wolves often serve as catalysts for conservation advocacy and activism, mobilizing public support for protective measures and habitat preservation. Literary advocacy. Environmental literature. Writers and authors contribute to wolf conservation efforts through environmental literature, weaving narratives that celebrate the intrinsic value of wolves and advocate for their protection. Narrative influence. Fictional stories featuring wolves can foster empathy and understanding, inspiring readers to become champions for wildlife conservation and habitat preservation. The representation of wolves in media and literature is a powerful force that shapes societal attitudes, perceptions, and behaviors towards these magnificent creatures. By promoting accurate, balanced portrayals and challenging harmful stereotypes, media creators and storytellers have the opportunity to elevate public awareness, empathy, and support for wolf conservation efforts. Through thoughtful and responsible storytelling, we can foster a deeper appreciation for wolves and inspire collective action to ensure their continued survival in the wild. Conservation challenges. Despite efforts to protect and preserve wolf populations, conservationists face a range of challenges that threaten the long-term viability of these iconic predators. In this chapter, we examine the key conservation challenges confronting wolves and explore potential strategies for addressing them. Habitat loss and fragmentation. Human development. Urbanization and infrastructure. Rapid human development encroaches upon wolf habitat, resulting in habitat loss, fragmentation, and increased human-wildlife conflict. Roadways and barriers, transportation infrastructure, such as roads and highways, fragments wolf habitat, impedes dispersal, and increases mortality from vehicle collisions. Land use practices. Agricultural expansion, intensive agriculture and livestock grazing degrade and fragment wolf habitat, displacing prey species and increasing human-wildlife conflict. Logging and deforestation. Deforestation and logging operations destroy critical wolf habitat, reducing prey availability and disrupting ecological processes. Human-wildlife conflict. Livestock depredation. Conflict with ranchers. Wolves occasionally prey on livestock, leading to economic losses for ranchers and retaliatory killings that threaten wolf populations. Non-lethal deterrence. Implementing non-lethal deterrence, such as livestock guardian dogs and flattery fencing, can reduce conflict and mitigate livestock losses. Persecution and poaching. Illegal killing, poaching and illegal hunting pose significant threats to wolf populations, undermining conservation efforts and eroding population stability. Community engagement. Engaging local communities in conservation initiatives and providing alternative livelihoods can reduce poaching pressure and foster coexistence. Legislative and policy challenges. Political opposition. Controversial policies. Conservation initiatives often face opposition from stakeholders with conflicting interests, such as livestock producers and hunting lobbies. Policy reversals. Political decisions to weaken or repeal wolf protections undermine conservation efforts and jeopardize the recovery of imperiled populations. Lack of funding. Resource constraints. Insufficient funding and resources limit the implementation of conservation measures, hindering habitat restoration, population monitoring, and research efforts. Public advocacy. Advocating for increased government support and public funding for wolf conservation is essential for addressing resource constraints and sustaining long-term conservation efforts. Climate change impacts. Altered ecosystems. Shifts in prey availability. Climate change alters prey distribution and abundance, affecting wolf foraging behavior and reproductive success. Habitat degradation. Rising temperatures, extreme weather events, and habitat loss degrade wolf habitat, exacerbating competition for resources and exacerbating human-wildlife conflict. Range expansion and contraction. Shifting ranges. Climate-driven changes in temperature and precipitation patterns influence wolf distribution and range dynamics, leading to range expansions in some regions and contractions in others. Adaptation strategies. Implementing adaptive management strategies, such as habitat connectivity conservation and landscape-scale conservation planning, can help mitigate the impacts of climate change on wolf populations. Addressing the conservation challenges facing wolves requires collaborative efforts and innovative solutions that integrate ecological, social, and political considerations. By addressing habitat loss and fragmentation, mitigating human-wildlife conflict, advocating for supportive policies, and addressing the impacts of climate change, we can work towards ensuring a future where wolves thrive in healthy, functional ecosystems. Through collective action and sustained commitment to conservation, we can safeguard the legacy of these iconic predators for generations to come.